Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
Pretty good.
Good.
It's different background.
Yes, I'm at my parents' house.
Oh,
uh, uh, my yesterday there was a birthday party, uh, and it it was late at night because it was a Wednesday, right?
oh, oh.
So uh, instead of driving home at like 10 o'clock, just drive here and sleep. So easier to do that, but anyways, it's all good. Oh,
Okay.
sorry,
Oh,
you cut out for a second. But
you
yeah.
you look so tired and sleepy.
Oh yeah, but that's normal. I'm always tired.
And your uh your wearing is uh casual. Uh,
Mhm,
it's different. So usual.
mhm. That's true.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm even more casual, but today I have a collar, a little bit
Yeah.
nicer shirt. But
Yeah.
anyways,
And wedding wedding ring.
oh,
You
I always wear that. I always wear my
always.
wedding ring.
Ah,
Uh,
nice.
but well, maybe it just shows up more. Maybe it
Shows up
shows up
more.
more in the light. But yeah, I'm always wearing that.
Okay. Thank you. And we talking about today. We not talking about uh providing the item uh for restaurant
Mhm,
when you cook,
mhm,
and how do you get the uh foods?
mhm. Um, well, it's always there's always like a delivery company
Mm,
that will have like specific products, and so depending on what you need, you might have like three companies that ship to your restaurant.
mm,
So for the Japanese restaurant, we had Mishimoto, um,
Mishimoto.
that had Japanese products. So the rice, the sake, the blah blah blah, like all the Japanese things.
Oh,
But then we also had like it was like I forget, it was like Mr. Smith's
Mr. Smith.
grocery or something, and it was like normal stuff like potatoes, carrots, um, and then at a different restaurant when I was working at my first job, we had a bread guy, we had a vegetable guy, and we had a um, I guess everything else kind of person. Like yeah, so it just depends. But there's always a company that ships. There's always a company
Well,
that ships. Mhm.
uh, this uh, did you have near fish uh what do you say fish market or food markets or meat markets you can
Uh,
get?
you can do it. Um, it's just not popular in Canada because there's so many restaurants, and it's like shipping it to my restaurant directly is easier. So like think of it like this. You you basically go to the butcher area or the fish market, you see what you have and go, oh, this is all good. I want these. Ship it to me. So
Ship it to me.
but you probably go like once, and then you're like, I trust you to get me good stuff,
Good
uh,
stuff.
kind of stuff. So like you have to find. This is why you have to be a little bit careful because you have to find like a good company because you don't have time to go to the market every single day, like unless you're super fancy, like a very high end restaurant, then you can do that. But if you're a normal restaurant, you don't have time to go to the market every single day. So you have to find like a trusted person, essentially. Yeah.
Wow.
Um,
So when you work Japanese restaurant, you
oh, oh. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You're back.
I'll be back. Yeah. So what did you care? What did you care about selecting fish?
Well, so yeah, whenever you're going to like a market to buy things, it's always the high-end products, right? Your beef, your fish, your like it's always going to be the expensive things. So at the Japanese restaurant for sushi, it was fish, right? We had to make sure good salmon, good tuna, good hamachi, etc. But at the other restaurants, it was more about the beef and stuff because at the other restaurants, it was like a French style, so beef and chicken and stuff is more important. But yeah, it just kind of depends on uh, what's like your high end product. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, can you hear me?
You're back.
Okay. Today I'd like to share the history of Tsukiji and Toyosu fish markets, especially from chef perspective.
Okay, sounds good.
The Tsukiji market opened
Oh, I can't hear you. Is your headphones on? Or out of battery, maybe?
that
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now. I can hear you now. So yeah, the fish market.
Fish market, yeah.
Oh.
The Tsukiji market
Yeah.
opened in 1935. Before that, Tokyo's fish market was located in Nihonbashi, but it was destroyed in the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923. Tsukiji became known as Japan's kitchen for over 80 years. Many chefs from around the world came here to hear the tuna auction,
Auction.
auction, auction, tuna auction, and buy the precious food.
Mhm.
Does it make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
For so 80 years,
Yeah.
and due to aging facilities and
Hygiene.
hygiene, hygiene consortium, Tsukiji Market moved to Toyosu in 2019. Toyosu has state-of-the-art equipment with strict temperature and clean, cleanliness
Mhm.
control. For professional chefs like you, it provides a safer and more stable environment to purchase high quality seafood.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's changed, it's moved, so new area.
Yeah. I heard. As a chef, it was a big deal when the fish market moved. I remember when it moved. Yep.
Uh, in Toyosu, you can watch the tuna auction through glass windows. What's this? Glass windows.
It's just windows made of glass. Mhm.
Okay, okay. In the viewing area. There are also kitchen web shops for professionals. Tsukiji Outer Market is still open and lively, offered both street food and ingredients for chef.
Good.
Okay, and Tsukiji represents history and culture, while Toyosu is the fish market of the future.
Mhm. For sure.
And,
It's still sad though. I remember the old fish market, uh, and it felt a bit more interesting. The new market is a bit
new
strange,
market, straight
like Toyosu is a
Toyosu.
bit, uh, yeah, it's a bit like there's a whole bunch of like it just feels a bit more like robotic at the market. They have special rooms, special everything for cleanliness. Where when I think of the fish market, I'm thinking there's a bunch of fish, people are moving them, people are doing stuff. But yeah, it's a little bit different now, a little bit different.
Oh, okay, so tuna is uh, needed to temperature control.
Mhm.
Did you know?
Yeah.
After after fishing tuna, it's needed to rapidly cooling.
Yes.
It's it's needed to care temperature. Raw fish is very sensitive.
Mhm.
Mm, yeah,
I
and
remember tuna can like cook itself, kind of,
cook
where
some.
if you don't cool it quickly, it will keep kind of moving. And there's a giant piece of black meat, which is not very good. It's not very delicious. And it will get bigger and bigger depending on how slowly you cool down. So if you
Mm,
cool down quickly, it'll be a small piece you throw away. But if
yeah,
you don't cool down quickly, you'll waste like half the fish. It's very, yeah, very important.
Yeah. So it's important things. Uh, uh, in Japan, raw fish, raw fish tuna can provide. That's this is because delivery service and logistics service and some good good fish markets. Having a good fish market, it's easy to provide for
Mhm.
customer.
Okay.
Good sushi,
Mhm.
not fishery, small fish, not
Yeah.
small fish.
Well, so that's
Uh,
a bit of a silly one, but when we say fishy,
so
like that kind of description, it's always seen as a negative. Like
negative.
you don't want your fish to smell fishy. Fishy is like
No,
rotten. It smells
not.
bad. But
No.
um, yeah, you want fish to smell clean. You want it to smell like the ocean kind of thing. But yeah, so it's yeah, markets are super important to be quick and good with all that. In Canada, it's a bit strange, but all fish must be frozen before consumption. Any fish,
Any
and
fish.
so uh, you can never really have fresh sushi in Canada because no matter what, it has to be frozen at least once uh, in Canada. So yeah, it's a little bit strange in Canada, but that's just what Canada does. A little bit different than Japan. Mhm,
Canada and America so huge,
mhm.
so big.
Oh yeah.
It's needed to. I think it's too far. Uh, too far the fish markets, right?
Well, yes, but also no. It depends on where you are, right? Like if you're in Vancouver or if you're in Los Angeles,
Mm.
you're very close to the ocean.
Okay.
Um, so it just depends on where you are. Like my hometown, not close to anything. Everything is
Mm.
frozen coming to my hometown. But if you're going to yeah New York or Los Angeles or in Canada, it'd be Quebec or to Vancouver. Lots of stuff. So so. Can you hear me?
Hey, can you hear me?
You're back. Yeah, you're back.
Yeah. Today it's not disconnect.
Yeah, maybe Wi-Fi not so good today, but
Uh,
that's okay.
Advanced refrigeration system
Mhm,
and logistic and transport system
mhm,
and waste management system.
mhm. Yeah.
What do you think? What's the most important things? The state of the art equipment you want to for cook.
Most important. Honestly, I don't think there's such a thing as most important at the restaurant because
Mm,
you have to have all.
mm,
If you like, if you take one away, the food is bad. Like if you don't have a good refrigeration or good logistics or good even knives and stuff, the product quality will go down a lot. So you have to have all of them, kind of. So most important, I guess I would probably say the refrigeration or freezer stuff, because keeping things cool and keeping things fresh is probably the most important. But you could keep everything fresh and then have bad knives or bad cooking things, and then everything is bad. So, like I said, it's like a 50-50 there.
50-50 there.
Yeah, you have to have everything. You have to. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. And okay. I'll read Tsukiji in this book.
Yeah.
After Tsukiji's wholesale market was relocated a few kilometers away to Toyosu in October 2018, you could be forgiven for thinking that there is now nothing worth seeing in Tsukiji. After all, the prison and sprawling
Sprawling.
is a
Sprawling. Oh,
I'll send a chat box.
yeah. Yeah. Sprawling.
Sprawling fish market. What do you mean?
It just means like large, like wide, large, like large area, kind of large area. So like sprawling city, sprawling fish market, like large area.
It means it's similar to spread.
Yeah, like spread out, lots of space.
Okay. Sprawling fish market and its actions were Tsukiji's big draw. However, you'd be wrong. The outer markets is still in business, and with a famous theater and historic temple in the neighborhoods, there are plenty of reason to visit. You can get sushi lunchbox and carving tuna at the old markets. Can you cut the slice?
Yeah. I used to cut everything for sushi or sashimi. And of course, like whole fish as well. Like we had big salmons. I had to cut the whole salmon. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Do you have any question? Anything else?
Well, honestly, I knew about this fish market. It's very famous for chefs. So, honestly, I already knew.
Wow.
But like I was saying, it's kind of sad that it moved to another area because, yeah, like I said, it's interesting to see things moving around and stuff. Where Toyosu,
yeah,
it looks like it's very like behind glass. Everything is behind. Like it's almost like a museum. It feels like where like I'm not allowed to touch, but I can look. And so it feels a bit weird. It doesn't feel like a fish market. It is like the future, but it just feels strange. That's all.
Yeah. So local fish workers. It's not feel nervous. It's feel nervous.
Well, like, yeah. Can you hear me?
Sorry? New location. New location is have the state of art, the latest technology, but local workers, it's not best priority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it feels like robotic, where like
Robotic,
it's all robots, not
Yeah.
people, right?
Yeah.
Where the old market had like the people, and yeah, I don't know. It just feels strange. It just feels
Wow.
strange, sadly. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You said so. Japan's fish market is popular, and before lesson you can know these things. I have questions. So, anything else? Where do you know the famous fish markets all over the world?
Fish markets, not so much. Like I know famous markets. The Tokyo market is like the famous one for fish. But when it comes like there's where is it? It's in Germany. There's like famous like beef and pork market. So it just depends on like what product. But because Japan is famous for sushi and famous for fish, Tokyo is the number one famous for fish markets for sure. But yeah. There's another one in Los Angeles. There's another fish market in Vancouver. There's fish markets in Vietnam. But Tokyo is definitely number one. Definitely number one
Yeah.
for stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. And last 3 minutes, it's closing this lesson. We talking about fish markets in Japan, and I can make sense your chef history.
Well, yeah, it's important. Well, also I should mention because I was a sushi chef, right? I was a Japanese chef. Tokyo market is also extra special to me because it's like a sushi. Like this is where there's the crazy $500,000 tuna sold and stuff. Like there's crazy stuff like that. So I also learned that from my Japanese friends and stuff. Like if I was a European chef, like more of an Italian chef, I probably would know like the special markets in Europe, right? So
it's one of marketing for chef sushi restaurant. So my restaurant is the highest. My restaurant can provide the highest sushi, highest tuna. Please come on.
Yeah.
It's one of marketing.
That's why they have the auction, right? Because that tuna could get real expensive real quickly. So yeah. Very interesting.
Thank you. And last 1 minute, so I'll share the next lesson.
Oh, I can't hear you. Uh-oh, you're gone again.
Okay. Next lesson, I'll talking about outdoor planner for my next job.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Especially getting prepared because you start in a few weeks, right? You start in August.
No, September 1st.
Oh, September. Sorry. Yeah. So I guess you got a month and a half left, but still, it's coming fast. So it's good to talk about. See you soon.